forward to doing this with you. I've had such a good vibe about you from the get-go.
Thank you. So sweet. I'm glad you're here. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Coffee Chat with Camille. We have a very magnificent special guest, Audrye Arbe. And I want to tell you a little bit about Audrye. She is an ever evolving being who is astounded to be healthy, well, active into her eighth decade. An artist, she now paints frequency stones and Piedras Preciosas. Yes, that both help ground the recipient as well as up level their vibration. She knows that her online courses inspire and spur transformation in participants, starting with morph into the magic of S for self love, S soul essence self, and S ego personality self, to ism freedoms. Be free of the causes and effects of racism, of sexism, other isms. Audrey knows we are magnificent beings with unlimited potential. She is she is here to realize it for herself and for you. Many blessings. Okay, so we're going to start this
Thank you.
wonderful kind of interview and discussion. Wait,
I have to laugh. That sounds so impressive. It sounds like, whoa, and yet it's true. It's all true.
okay, wonderful. So how does your work help people recover from disappointment, from anger, sadness, trauma, generic karmic patterning?
Okay, genetic karmic patterns. Okay, so if I'm doing a reading with somebody, and I am, now everybody has words they like and don't like about this. So I'll use the term clairvoyant because most people can embrace that term. I call myself a born mystic intuitive because I've had a way of thinking and being since I was able to express myself, which to me is normal, by the way.
Yeah.
And to people like me, it is normal. To others, it's perhaps exceptional or different, but it is really normal. So if I'm doing a reading with somebody, I will be shown what might be the issue and the underlying stuff, which is what I call, the guides called it genetic karmic patterning stuff. When we're born, when anybody is born, not just you and I, when a person is born, not in addition to getting the physical characteristics of whomever might be the parents, we also can take on, known or unknown, some of the emotional belief systems, some of the attitudes, some of the trauma, any of that stuff in the person's energetic field, as well as we've not only been humans, we've been beings from elsewhere and even different timelines. So that could be present also. So if I'm doing a session with a client, I like to start with a reading before I do a healing, although I could jump into that also. I'll be shown stuff and then we'll discuss it a little bit. So the client and I are kind of on the quote unquote same page. And then I can help them move through that. As an energy healer, and I could use all kinds of fancy words, okay? Simply put, I'm an energy healer. I've been called a light channel because I am. I can call it forth and send it because we're made of that. That is what we are all made of, whatever one's language might be. We're all part of the universal one whole, WHOLE, all of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one, so don't anyone think I said I'm the only one. No, but I am one who can call forth this energy and send it and direct it. And I have to have a client's permission because I'm not going to do that without it because there will be changes. And I always complete whatever might be going on and leave the person in a place of peace. The guides would not let me complete otherwise. Now and then a session might go a tiny bit longer so that whatever it is completed. So when we're finished with the session, the person is in a place of peace, even if we went through some of the deeper whatnot and hoo-ha that they may have gone through. In terms of what I'm doing now, in terms of painting the frequency stones, I love them. So I'm in Costa Rica. Okay, when I was in Florida and elsewhere, then I painted on canvases. Okay, actually, if you're in Florida, people, I have several. I have six 5 foot by 4 foot canvases in various galleries. They are available. Okay,
Wow,
so if you're
nice.
oh, they're gorgeous. Okay, probably shouldn't say that, but they are gorgeous. They come through me when they're done. I look at them and I wonder who did them, even while I'm painting. So this is one of the frequency stones. It's an actual rock. So does it weigh a lot? Yes, it's a rock. And so I lift my frequency, and we can do a breathing attunement while we're on air. And these, I don't know how well you could see them. Okay, but
I can see it. Perfect. Yeah.
Good. Okay,
Very
so I'll
pretty.
put it back. And this is another one. I only brought 2. Look, I like texture. So I make sure some have more, some have less. They all have crystals on them also. So these, because I paint them when I lift my frequency, I don't just paint them. So I'm in a higher place. And by the way, all natural. Nobody think no substance, okay? Lift my frequency, and I can teach anyone how to do this because we all are capable of this, each and every one of us. And with practice, it's easier, and it becomes our norm. And we need that on the earth right now, a lot. So these, I'm not sure how many people know that beauty itself changes our frequency. When we're in a place of beauty, when we look at beauty, when our environment is beautiful, our very vibration up levels. Our brain helps rewire itself. The heart, I don't know how many people, there's a thing called HeartMath. It's .org or .com. HMI, the HMI Heart Math Institute. It's either .org or .com. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I learned from them that we have a brain in our heart, and we have a brain in our head, and the brain in our heart is stronger. It directs the brain in the head. And so it's good to have them aligned, because that way we are more aligned. So when we're in a place of beauty, or create beauty, or listen to something gorgeous, whatever that might be for each person, we shift. And I consider that extremely important. Maybe everybody, no, I'm going to phrase that differently. Some of what's going on the earth right now can afford to be up-leveled. I feel that we can live on a planet of peace. I feel that's coming. And how does that happen? We, those of us who live here, create it within. Now, I think it was Billy Carson I heard say this. I forgot if it was him or Greg Braden. It was one of these really amazing guys who are also scientists. I'm a metaphysician, different than a physicist, although I've done some reading and some studying, but I'm this. And that when 30% of the people on this planet, whether there are 9 billion of us, more or less, okay, 30% have up-leveled their frequency, it becomes more like the tipping point where that's more available to all of us. That does not mean that, say, 30% are there, that everybody automatically snap a finger. It's not like that. It's the process. So part of what I do, whether it's with a reading, whether it's with, how many books do I have? Whether it's with one of my 4 books, whether it's with one of my 3 courses, whether it's just talking to me, whether it's with these frequency stones or anything else that I might do, helps get there. And if anyone is wondering, do I have to work on my own self? Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I am not exempt. Nobody is exempt. We are all part of everything. And the energy of light is everywhere. This is the universe. You, Camille, are the universe. Me, Audrey, I'm the universe. I'm not outside of it. I really, really got this in one of Greg Braden's conversations. We're it. And then there's more. So when we evolve ourselves, we are not only evolving ourselves, which is really important for everyone. Okay, it's not selfish. It's like why you're here. It also feels good. We're also helping to evolve everything. And when a person's energy gets to a certain level, I don't know how to measure that, so I can't give you whatever that is. These other people can tell you. I don't have that exact information right now, but it permeates the environment. I actually found I listen to the guides. If they tell me I have to say something, then whether I intended to or not, I have to say it. So I'm from New York. And then after many years, born and bred, I moved to Florida. But while I was in New York and I was seeing one of my clients, she actually said to me, she said, I hope you understand this. She said, I don't even care what you say. She said, I want to be in your presence because the energy you emanate, I want to be in that energy. Which was astounding because before I see a client, before I came on this show, before I do any of this work, I up-level my energy. Okay. So I can bring the best of what I have in that moment to what I'm doing. And yes, can I get angry? Can I get upset? Yes, I can. And because I am what I used to call a very person, I could be very happy. I could be very upset. I could be very this. I could be very centered. It's particularly important for me to be centered because I really am here to bring light and help up level. So I don't want to bring the yuck. And I have clients who asked me years ago, what do I do when I'm really angry and I'm, okay, what do I do? Because I don't want to put that into the universe. Nor do I. So the guides gave me the protective prayer, which I will tell you, and it is on my website. So you can copy it, you can print it, and do whatever you want with it. Please use it. May I give my website? May I say my website?
Yes, you may. Yeah.
My website is Audrye Now, and it's spelled AudryeNow.com. And somewhere on the landing page or near there, it'll say protective prayer, hunt it up or look for it to get hunt, okay? And that's it. So I'm going to tell you the protective prayer now. And the way it works, you have to feel it. You can't just, it won't work. You have to feel it. You have to experience it. It has to be real for you as you're saying. And it never gets old. So you especially use it if you're feeling okay, or you're doing a release process because you don't want to release whatever is coming out of you just to the world. It contained and sent to light and pooched up and then returned to you as light. So here's how it goes. Hold on. Anything I may say, whatever it may look like, feel like, or sound like, is to be taken into the universe as light and love. And or anything that might be higher than that I may not even know how to express. Anyone I may mention in any way, shape, or form, with my mouth, with my mind, consciously or unconsciously, is to be protected in light and love, or anything higher. Me too, myself also. Any places and spaces made available within me as a result of any of this process that I'm doing is to be filled with light and love, and or anything that is higher, whatever that might be. And I do this for my highest good, the highest good of all concerned, the highest good of the multiverse. We are in a multiverse. And the highest good, whomever chooses this. And I close with Amen, Ashe, Aho, because those words have meaning and relevance. And then you say thank you. Gratitude is incredibly important, to give thanks for being here, for growing, being able to speak, for having a flower in your hair, for having a gorgeous hat, for whatever it is. Be aware that even in the midst of yuck, and I'm going to say this, my sister passed away. We're in September, less than July, August, September, less than 2 months ago. Yeah. This was a very sad occasion for me. I'm not going to go in details, but just that did happen. And I was definitely, definitely sad about it. And even in the midst of all of that, and I was in mourning, I could still, not every second, but I could still find something to be thankful for. The fact that I'm alive, I was
Yeah.
thankful for.
Yes,
The
yes.
fact that I could love her, even when we went through whatever, 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 which I cleared, okay, I worked on, okay, because I couldn't be, okay, about all that. Looking at these frequency stones, I've got gallery of them, and they're available. Um, would upraise my frequency. They're beautiful. So always find something for which you are grateful. And that's
Yes, yes. Thank you. This is also interesting. And then, how does anyone make delicious, healthful, raw vegan food, including including I think it's cocoa, where chocolate comes from? I'm a
oh,
donut healthy.
oh my God. Okay. I love chocolate. Okay. And I was brought up with you can't eat that. It's no good for you. It's blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah. So it has now been discovered that cacao, which is the pods that, oh, I actually have one. I have to run off and get it. I have a little chocolate, I have a little cacao pod. Wait, I'll be right back.
Okay. Mhm. Okay.
This, wait, hold on. This is
Oh, that's so cool.
this is a cacao pod. It's
Cacao
not
pod.
quite ripe. Okay, it was brought to me from the woman on whose farm it grew. I usually like bigger ones. I have to wait till this gets ripe. It gets sort of yellow with little brown kind of streaks. But this is what chocolate comes from. And I,
Oh, that's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Okay, so does it come out of a tree or the ground? Tree,
no,
right? Oh,
free.
tree.
Behind.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's apparently a shortage. It's a whole thing going on with Ghana and other issues. And I read somewhere, I don't know if it's France, so I don't remember, they're looking to create some kind of substitute. I'm into the real thing, okay? And I live in Costa Rica now.
Mhm.
And now I know people with farms, and I know where to buy these things because I go to the farmer's market because I like organic. Because
Mhm.
in this day and age, one does not know what's been sprayed on anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm in my 80s and I intend to keep going because I have stuff to do in this life,
Mhm.
experiences to have that I have not yet had, and I want to have them and to be healthy, having them, not like, no. And I don't need that. So, this, when it's ripe, uh, I use the real thing. So I have a way to make, I can give you a recipe. I can give you a recipe of how I make certain things. Okay. I call it mustard, which is like made with nuts. It's like a custard. And I actually have the recipe. I don't think it's in the, I have a book called Vim, Vigor, Vitality, Vegan. That is my lifestyle. And if you go to my website, audreynow.com, AUDRYE, like it's spelled.com, audreynow.com, and you look under books and you find, I call it VVVV, Vim, Vigor, Vitality, Vegan. I give away free samplers, not the book. You have to pay something for it, but I give away samplers free. Okay. And for any of my books, The Mother's Manual, Vim, Vigor, Vitality, Vegan, What If You Are and Life is Miraculous, and ism, no, what's that one called? Raising Race Consciousness. Be free of the causes and effect of racism, sexism, and other isms. Something I really would like to be occurring on this earth. So if you want to use the real thing, which I don't know where you get them in the States, I know where you get them here, it has to be ripe. This isn't ripe. Cut off the ends, push the gushy stuff out, because cacao beans are not beans. There's a technical term, and they're covered with this white, gooey kind of stuff. I separate them, wash your hands first, please, and put them in my dehydrator. Yes, I have equipment. And one dehydrates I don't go higher than 110 degrees, because when something is raw, the enzymes are alive. That's why raw vegan, because it's the enzymes that give us our energy and strength.
Okay.
And I'm 82 and change right now. I have that, okay? And you can have it. It's not like just for, it's anybody. And so I dehydrate them for a couple of days, and they should be white and like this gooey stuff. And I just found out that one can eat the pod. So me, because I don't know how many people know this, but the skin of most fruits and vegetables, most have more nutrition than the inside. So make sure it's clean. Okay, you don't want you don't want, not only that, you don't want pesticides and all, you don't want that. And so this time I literally cut up the pod and dehydrated it. And in my latest, I wish I can give you a taste of mustard. The pod is in it. Tastes delicious. It's chocolate. So the recipe, and it's in my book, but the recipe is, okay, how do I make the recipe? About 3 cups of water, give or take a cup of nuts. My favorite is cashew. If you can get raw organic, it's the best. And does it cost some money? Yes, this stuff does cost some money. But if you really live like this, you will not have doctor bills. Okay, the way most people do.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe dentist. Okay, or eyes. I had to get cataracts removed. And so it's about, let's see, 3 cups of a really great water. I use my Enagic Kangen water, and then about a cup of my favorite is cashews. Soak them for about 5 hours. There's something in it that is not supposed to be good for digestion. Use that. If you have dates, my favorite is medjool dates. Cannot get them in Costa Rica, just the little ones. It's about 6 dates. This is reality for right now, okay? And so I use, because there's a little, I use about 8 or 9 of them. And then sometimes I throw in a piece of a banana. We'll hear plantain, because I like them. A little bit of either organic vanilla extract or almond extract. Okay, what am I leaving out? The sweetener, the cacao, the water, all that. I use a Vitamix. I don't think you can use a regular blender, because I don't think they'll blend well. A Vitamix, and then it comes out creamy, yummy, delicious, and good for you, because it's made of nuts. It's made of cacao, which is actually good for you. Read up on it. The sweetener is dates, no sugar, okay, none of that. A plantain or a piece of plantain or a banana, I happen to like it. Although you can use a little bit of agave, use the best you can get, raw organic. I am this woman, okay? And it's all creamy and yummy. And the way I serve it, depending on what kind of nuts and seeds I have in the house, is put it in a cup, make it cute, put some of the mustard, N-U-S-T-A-R-D, nut custard, mustard. In it, put some fruit. Blueberries are good, sliced strawberries are good, sliced plantain are good, whatever you might like would be good. Put a little more mustard. You could sprinkle it with pumpkin seeds, or with sunflower seeds, high in B vitamins, and anything like that. Stick it in the fridge so it firms up nicely, and then treat yourself. I eat it for breakfast every single day. I have some version. I use all different nuts, so I'm getting my protein. It is delicious. You'll think you're eating dessert. It's such a gift. If you like dessert, if you don't, well, I admit, okay. And it's good for you, and you'll get full from it. And because today, for the very, very, very first time, I for 3 days I've been doing it. This one's not right, but use the crust, cut it, not the crust, the pod. So I've been dehydrating it. So I put a bunch of that. This is an experiment, but that's how you grow. It's like science. You have to experiment. And I figured it's chocolate. So I put it in and it all, it came out delicious. It is so good. So I don't know what vitamins and minerals are in the pod, but I know that whatever vitamins and minerals are actually in the cacao, this will even be better because, as I said, the pods generally have more vitamins and minerals than the inside. So that's one way to eat something delicious. If you don't have this because you're not in Costa Rica, okay, then go to the store, buy raw organic cacao nibs at the health food store, and I know they sell it because I've bought it. Use the best water you can find. I happen to like cashews because they make the creamiest, but you can use almonds because that's the highest in protein. You can use any nuts. My latest is walnuts because every nut has something good. Soak the nuts for 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours, drain off the water because there's something in nuts that's not so great for digestion. So we don't want you to get a tummy ache. And then you measure in the pitcher thing that goes in the Vitamix, 3 cups of water, give or take, a cup of the soaked nuts, which they'll grow a little bit. If you can get medjool dates, which get them at the supermarket, or get organic, get them with the pits in and take out the pit because they're more moist than when they remove the pit. You can tell I have been doing this for a while. Okay, about 6 of them and a little bit of vanilla extract. Get the organic. It is different than the other. And yes, I know it costs more money. It is worth it, and so are you. And then brrr it up, put it in cups or a bigger. I keep it now in a bowl and then dish it out a couple cups at a time. Put in some strawberries or, as I said, blueberries because they're really good for you, or banana, whatever you like. Okay, not oranges. They're like, although I did it once with pineapple and that was good. And then enjoy yourself. You'll be eating a treat that's delicious, that's high protein, and that's good for you.
Yes, it sounds like it. It's making me really want to try it as you're describing the ingredients. And does it elevate your positive energy?
Anything, eating good food. And for me, good food is organic because we don't know, I don't know what things are being sprayed with. And do I trust that I've read that some people say America has the cleanest food. No, no, there's a lot of spraying and going on. So I don't want to point fingers, but go watch a few documentaries, folks. Go check up on this stuff. Go see how much stuff is being recalled. And Costa Rica, which its phrase is constantly pura vida, which means pure life, same, not the same as the States. It is not all pure life. It is not, okay? So you have to be your own advocate or find somebody. So when you eat healthfully, when you meditate, when you uplift your frequency, when you create a positive mindset, even in the midst of okay? And if you have acknowledge it. Don't pretend it's not there. Deal with that. And if at first you can't, don't go out and go at everybody. Be private for a while. When I was crying all the time over my sister, I was not out there. Because I need to cry if I'm upset. And I don't want people going, oh my God, that poor thing. No, it was healthy that I was crying. It was extremely healthy. So I did it in a way where I could do it and with friends or call them up so they could be supportive and all of that kind of thing. And that does uplift your frequency. It does. When people eat, they're now calling it what, ultra processed food, UPF, which is nicer than what I used to call it, which was junk. Okay. If somebody is living on that, if somebody's food intake is strictly soda and white flour, whatever the heck, and white sugar, whatever, that is not going to uplift your frequency. Now, I know this super rich guy, what's his name? Oh, God. They call him the Oracle of Omaha. I can't think of his name. He's like a trillionaire, billionaire. the name will come to mind. But anyone who looks at financial stuff will know who he is. He eats food I wouldn't allow in my house, and the man is in his 90s. So I am not going to tell you you will die on the spot, because some people can apparently live on this. Can I? I don't even want to try. I like being healthy. I like having energy. I like being healthy. And I'm only a mere 82.
Yes. And so that for now has to end our episode. But I want to thank you very much. And also, can you please let our audience know what your social media handles are?
Okay, it's Audrye now almost everywhere. AUDRYENOW. And I have a personal assistant because I'm not the techie woman. And we'll be updating my various ones because I don't even remember how to get into my YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I have an Instagram. I have, what's that other one? LinkedIn. I took myself off Twitter, or I tried to. I don't know if I succeeded. I'm on Facebook, but Audrye now, AUDRYENOW with this face. It might show a younger face because I didn't know how to update the pictures, but it'll be some kind of curly dark hair because my hair. And that's it. But Audrye now, you'll find me. My website is Audrye now, AUDRYENOW.com. And that's how you find me. And you can communicate with me. And once you start, just so you know, my cell phone has a US SIM card. So if you even, when we get to that, you can call me. If you're in the States, it's a local call, not long distance. And I do things anywhere. I don't need to see you.
Okay, that's it. So audreynow.com is our wonderful guest, Audrye Arbe's website. Okay, and I hope that you all learned a whole lot about, how do you say it though? Like finding like positive energy. Like, what is the name of this again? You're using a different word. I think of it as like positive energy from the universe, but like, what is that
Well,
word?
it is. We're all part of this. Okay, I'm not sure what I called it, but any energy can be shifted. But if you're feeling, I want to say this to somebody, if you're feeling sad, there's nothing wrong with you. You need to look at what the sadness is about, what it's related to, what you can do about it, how to remove it. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. I was for sure sad about I am still sad about my sister. Okay. But I've had a near-death experience and talked to the shiny light being, so I know her soul is okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't remember exactly what I call this, but it's like how to live in the light. You can call it that, living in the light.
Live in the light, yes.
Because we are made of light.
Yes, we are.
Anybody that tells you that you are made of darkness and death, no. We are made of light. So it's up to us to remove some of that other stuff, thought pattern, attitude, belief system. That's our job, our joy of being.
Beautiful. That's a wonderful way to end the episode. Thank you so much, Audrye. And it's been such a pleasure. Oh, Audrye, you're also, Leslie, you're the founder of Goddess Heart, correct? What is Goddess Heart?
That's my company. And how do we want to say this? I'm an advocate for women, men also. So don't men that, but I'm definitely an advocate for women. And that means women's rights and women's responsibilities. Okay, all of it.
Wonderful.
So Goddess Heart, because women.
That's right. Thank you so much again. Okay, so I've said thank you. I can't thank you enough because I've been waiting to have this interview with you, and we've finally been able to connect, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you for coming to this episode of Coffee Chat with Camille and being our very special guest. And I hope you can come back in the future. Okay?
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, so we're both going to say bye to our audience. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching Coffee Chat with Camille.
Okay,
I think that's it, right? No, it's still going live. That's funny. I don't know why.